All right, guys. Yeah, in this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 very important feed to give to your pigs if you want them to grow very fast and stay very healthy. Five different feeds to give to your pigs to ensure that they grow well and they stay healthy. Now, the fifth one that I'll be sharing with you in this video is actually going to be the most important feed to give to your pigs. The number 5 is the most important. Now, guys, let me quickly say one thing before I go on to listing the 5 different feeds you must give to your pigs. No matter how much feed you give to your pigs, the most important thing before talking about the feeds is their genetics. So if you have a bad genetic, this video is not for you. If you are having bad genetics on your farm, this video is not for you. Because if you feed your pigs the 5 most important things that I'll be sharing with you in this video, it would not make a difference. The most important thing for every pig farmer out there, as I've stated most often, is that you have to have a good breed. Having an exotic breed, an hybrid, a very good breed, either crossbreed with 2 pure breeds, those guys are going to be very fine. If you have good breeds on your farm, well, then we can go on with this video. Now, the very first feed I want you to ensure to give to your pigs if you're going to get them to grow very well is the energy giving feed. Energy source is quite extremely important for your pigs. I'll be listening to you several feeds you can use for your energy source, and I hope you can always find a way around your environment to source for this feeds, because not everybody has the same factories, the same industries in the environment. So some feed sources will be much more available in some areas than the other areas. But don't forget that we're talking about 5 different feeds to give to your pigs. And I said energy giving feed is the most important. Number 1 that I'll be sharing with you in this video. Why do you need energy? Why do your pigs need energy? Well, this is the reason why you're going to get the robustness of your pigs. If you look at these pigs in this video, you can see they are robust. It's because we feed them with the right energy for their diet. The robustness that you could get from your pigs comes from the energy sources you give to them, the energy feeds you give to them. Energy plays a key role in ensuring that your pigs grow very well and they are very active, and then also that they have this robust body structure. That's what energy really does for them. So you need to ensure you give them the right energy feed. Number 1 feed that you can use for your energy is the maize, which is the most common one. The maize plays a very key role in ensuring that your pigs have the right energy. But of course, one of the reasons why many people don't use the maize is because of the cost of the maize. So you can source for other feeds, like for instance, you can get the cassava. The cassava, of course, the grinded cassava is a very excellent source of energy, as you can tell. The bread waste, the noodles, and the dough, everything. I'm sure many of us out there understand energy food feeds out there. You can also get the potato. The potato is also a very rich in energy feed, which you can also source for your pigs. If you're looking for how to get your potatoes, obviously you can just find a way to track this loads of potato that are being transported to different parts of the country. Find a way to track them down, and then obviously you need to understand that sometimes all the potatoes in that truck will not always be edible by human. So those ones that are not edible for human beings, you can extract them out and give to your pigs. So make sure you find a way to source for any form of energy giving food around your environment. I've listed some, but you can also get more around you. Number 2 is a protein diet. Protein is what is responsible for muscle development of your pigs. Your pigs are going to get increased muscle. They're going to grow very well if they have protein diet. Protein diets are numerous. I'll list some of them here. For instance, you can give them the soya. The soya is one of the most excellent source of protein, but of course, one of the downsides to using soya is the cost. But if you have the money, you can go for soya. Another source of protein is the GNC, the groundnut cake. You can always use the groundnut cake. It's very rich in protein. One very excellent source of protein that I need to also mention is the fish meal. That contains a very high percentage of protein, which is very digestible for your pigs. If you need to source for protein, you can consider using the fish meal. Then also we have the concentrate, the broiler concentrate, the broiler starter feed. Those are feeds that are very rich in protein which you can also consider. Of course, PKC has protein, but that's not really very good for your animals. The protein there is not very digestible one, so that's why you have to always make use of these other sources of protein. Then the number 3 most important feed I'll be talking to you is the fiber. Make sure your animals have good fiber giving diet. The reason for this is fibers are very good for their gut health. You know, if you give your animals fiber, one of the reasons why you have to ensure fiber are present, although not too much. You don't need too much of fiber, but you need some fiber, because fibers are really good in helping to improve their gut health, to ensure that they eat well, and then they are able to have the right digestion. It also aids digestion. So fiber is a very important source of feed that you must always give to your animals. Also, you need to also ensure number 4 is the vitamin. Having the vitamin in their diet is extremely important for immunity, for body metabolism, for reproduction. Vitamin plays a very key role. It really helps their immunity. It helps to keep them healthy. So you need to ensure that in all you're doing, in all you're getting, when you're getting feeds for your animal, make sure vitamin is considered and vitamin is adequate in their diet. There are many sources of vitamin. Of course, maybe I didn't mention fiber sources, but PKC is a very excellent source of fiber. You have the wheat bran, the wheat offal. They are also very excellent source of fiber. Then the cassava peel, those are excellent source of fiber. The berry spent grain, excellent source of fiber. And you can go on and list. I think the rice bran is also good in fiber, but above all, the top of all the things I've mentioned, which I will advise you to get, is the wheat bran. The wheat bran seems to be the best among all that I've listed. But of course, if you have cassava around your area, cassava peels, use them well. I won't be sharing to you how to use them on this video, but we can talk about that later. But these cassava peels are very good source of fiber for your animals. Then sources of of vitamin for your animal. Sources of vitamin, we can talk about the pig premix. Pig premix is also, it contains lots of all the vitamins you need for your pigs. You will get them on the pig premix. Then also giving them fruits, and then giving them the plantain peel or plantain leaves. These are very good sources of vitamin. So ensure you have these sources of food available in their diet at all time. Protein, the energy giving food, fiber, vitamin, and the last but not the least, which I say is the most important, water. Ensure pigs have adequate water available to them at all time. I would advise you use the nipple drinker if you can afford it, because that's one very important way of ensuring that they don't get run out of water. So as long as you keep pumping into the overhead tank that channels into the nipple drinker, then they have clean source of water at all time. That is extremely important. If you feed them with these entire 4 that I mentioned and omit this last one, you would not attain the result you want. The secret to attaining, maximizing your feed when it comes to pig farming is to ensure that they have access to very clean drinking water, and ensure you then give them these 4 other feed sources that I've spoken about. The most important thing is to know how to source for this food sources. You may not always go with the most expensive one. That's one of the skill you have to know as a pig farmer, how to be resourceful. Alright guys, I really hope this video has helped you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're yet to subscribe to our channel for lots of great content on profitable pig farming. Alright guys, bye bye.